Pull up chat, pull up game. There we go. You might be wondering why I have 2 chat monitors, and the answer is because I often miss one, and having 2, I will see 2 spots in my field of vision where a chat message will pop up, and that that proves to be more helpful. Alright. Make sure I get that to... Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. Alrighty. So, welcome back. As a small update, this is not an important one. I have new headphones. My previous pair, this one, like, ear cushion kept coming off. The reason being that the, like, vinyl or whatever that holds it on was really starting to wear thin. It was losing structural integrity. And these headphones are decent. These are the Samson SR850s, which are an open back one, which helps me to better hear what I'm saying and other stuff around me. But it's not the highest quality. It's not low quality or anything. It is a decent quality, especially for the price. These are like some of the best headphones you can get. I think these cost me like $40 when I got them. Now this model is like closer to like 35 or so from what I saw. So it's like very affordable, decent quality headphones. But this is not that expensive. Like, I didn't get something that was like crazy expensive. There were some like Sony like studio quality ones that were like $600, and I'm like, I'm not getting that. But these ones came recommended by r/headphones, where I saw one guy complain and everyone dogpile him for a bad take. This is the Bear Dynamic DT990 Pro. It's their 80 ohm one. I don't know what a lot of those things mean. I don't know what headphone numbers mean and stuff, but these are very comfy, and so far quality is very good. Last stream I got the World 3-star, and we added Nipper to the team because by the time we're ready, like we're at the level for the next star, gonna be evolved, you know? I'm thinking we're going towards Waluigi next, because we just did Wario. And I don't know, I like these little guys, so I kind of wanted to just put him on the team. So he'll be here with us until he evolves. I still have my note that at level 24 I need to have someone off the team for Koopa Troopa to evolve. So that's something I am very much so keeping in mind. Do I have to go back through the route? Oh, I have a warp pipe. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's so cool. You can see that each of these worlds is literally wholly separate. The only way to get there is that initial warp. That's kind of awesome. I can't lie. That's pretty sick. That is pretty sick. Okay. So I can warp back to Toad Town. Yeah, Toad Town you can just walk over to get to Peach's Castle. That's so cool. Alright. I'm just gonna warp back. That is fast. They made that quick. Wow. They didn't even like give you like a warp pipe going like whoop whoop whoop, and then you jump in and go whoop whoop whoop. Like you don't even have that. Oh, zippy. Not to buy. They only have plumber's caps here. Okay, I guess that's fair. Oh. I'm forgetting. I should be reading these. Wait just a minute. I, Kamek, can't allow you to do that. Lord Bowser has tasked me with ensuring you don't repair this warp pipe, and I won't let his burliness down. Nope. Fighting. That's a fun sprite. I kind of like that. I will say, his cloak does feel like it's just a cone, but I think that is kind of how Kamek's cloak looks. So it's not bad. That's a very good sprite. Whoa, he's got a mini him inside with an aura, unless that is just him. Okay, I need to switch. Let's go to PB Piranha. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it is. And in a lot of ways. Because it's probably not going to do anything. just like that did. Like, it won't change things. It'll just make things less safe. Comedically. Alright, I'm probably not going to be able to do a lot here, but he's going to use Gust again, isn't he? So if I switch to... I'm trapped. He trapped me. Okay, well... Okay, I can still send in Broder if I want to. I could maybe use Koopa Troopa. Does he have anything? Like, I don't know, like, I think Koopa Troopa is not bad here. This Kamek doesn't have a lot of health, so I'm just gonna go straight to a headbutt and see if that KOs. Oh, beefy special attack! My god. Okay, the little bro's gonna level up so many times here. Got Vine Whip, leveled up again. 6, 7. Bro is getting so many levels here. Ooh, Snap Trap. Well, that's the thing. That's what everyone thinks, is that if you ban something like that, then it sounds so good on paper, but it's like, realistically, preventing someone from access to something just means that it, one, makes it sound a whole lot more interesting to people, especially like younger people. I mean, look at alcohol in the US. You have to be 21 to drink it. So many teens and like high school get so interested in it because they're like, I can't have it. And there's some people who literally, they turn 21 and it stops being interesting because they can't. But a lot of people drink really heavily in like high school or in early college before they turn 21, and that exposes people in not particularly safe environments to be drinking, because it's usually at parties you're drinking a ton. It exposes people to issues like alcohol poisoning. It exposes people to higher risk of addiction because they're binge drinking when they are drinking. Whereas if it had just been legal, you know, obviously it's not necessarily ideal for it to be legal below a certain age, because then it can start causing actual problems to someone's own development. But having such a strict place several years past, like several years into adulthood, causes some of that. And it's like, you have all these people who are interested solely because they're not supposed to do it. You also run into a thing where if you are over-policing addictive substances, because they could be addictive or because they could be harmful, anyone who wants to kind of rebel against society in some way might lean towards using it. But also, you then start treating addiction as a criminal act, and it's not. It's a mental health crisis. Like it's a mental health problem that someone is having, and like they need therapy. They need to be treated for their mental health, not, you know, arrested because they're an alcoholic at 19 or because they're you know, addicted to heroin or something. The better option is to treat them rather than police them. And if you have those things be just outright illegal, then they're going to get policed rather than treated. And so you end up in this state where people have to hide that they're doing something, making it stressful to do it. And it's usually a stress relieving activity. Most people recreational using anything that is addictive, that's the case. So it's like, by over policing it, you both encourage more people to use it, especially if they're already using it, and hide that they're using it, so that if they become addicted, they don't get treatment for it, and instead just continue to hide that they use. And then you just have this cycle that makes it more and more detrimental, more and more dangerous for people. Because once they're trapped in it, they can't admit, because they're afraid they're going to get in legal trouble, that that's what's wrong. So it's like, it just doesn't help. It is so unhelpful. It's like, just treat it like a mental health thing. If someone develops an addiction, it happens. They can seek therapy, they can get help. And it's like, what should be happening is, if it is something that police are being involved in, like, they should be helping someone to get to somewhere where they can like deal with those addictions and things like that. And so it's like, having things like the alcohol prohibition, or like this recent thing with stuff for, like, you know, really heavily restricting minors from using platforms that have any type of adult stuff at all, like, it leads to more problems than it solves, and it's crazy. But anyways, it's Kamek time. No way, Lord Bowser is going to kill me. Don't think this is over, Mario. I'll let you go up this time, as I need to think up of some excuse to tell Lord Bowser so I don't get into trouble. Well, that was weird. Let me just go get this warp pipe all fixed up then. There you go, Mario. That warp pipe should be all fixed. Good luck out there. Let's go to Waluigi. Let's get to the Waluigi land. Oh. Is this a No Soup song? Also, there's a tiny patch of grass here. I imagine... Is there nothing in it? Oh no, there is. Okay. I'm like, hello? Spangler! Wow, yeah, I went straight to level 15. Alright, Snap Trap, I think... Is that stronger than Vine Whip? Wait, let me just check real quick. I forgot to heal. It's fine, I can just go back. Okay, so Snap Trap is weaker than Vine Whip. Vine Whip is stronger than Bite with Stab. But Snap Trap is weaker, so Vine Whip and Bite need to be swapped. That's all I'm saying. Alright. Swap these two. And I'm just gonna chuck... I know, it is here. Is it the football cap? Yes. Quick ball. We're learning Leech Seed. Honestly, I kind of prefer it to Snap Trap. Snap Trap is such a disappointing move. Not worth it. Spangler, the web-slinging catcher. A large stripy spider, it hangs from ceilings by a thread of strong webbing. It swings back and forth like a pendulum in order to disorient its prey. Go to the new box. Alright, I'm gonna hop back real quick. And I'm just gonna heal. Because I forgot to do that. I'm but a silly fool. Oh, I have been playing a lot of Xenoblade. It's funny, so my introduction to Xenoblade was X, other than Shulk being in Smash. That was my actual introduction was Shulk being in Smash, but did you know this entire area used to be a marsh? But oh, it's those little guys. So having played X and then going to the original game, there's some things where it's like I can see where they polished up certain concepts. Even though I'm playing the definitive edition of both, I can see where they polished up certain ideas. With X, I feel like the jumping in X feels so much better. The fact that you have a sprint in X, which granted the world in X is pretty huge. So that sprint is kind of needed. But even though it is kind of needed, like... No, I should have it here. Where are we? I'm in the other stack. Excuse me. I have my case collection in my shelf next to me. Ooh. It should be at the bottom of this stack then. I normally keep them tucked away elsewhere. Oh, where's my other case? I have a new case that needs to go in the stack. Here you are. You need to go in the stack, buddy. Technically, it was bought in this other order, but I'm going to do it separately. This X. So, gotta tuck this all back in now. Nicely. Batteries in the way too. It's my miscellaneous shelf in my desk. That also houses, my Switch case collection. Okay, I need to move Mario Party Superstars over to the other stack, I think. There we go. That's much nicer. It is one of my favorite open world games, like hands down, of all time. Like, no joke, no... Ooh, they use surf, okay. Oh, sorry, Broder. I tried. Oh, are these guys part water? They might be part water. Let's find out. But, like, X... So I played Xenoblade Chronicles X before I ever played, like, Breath of the Wild. And literally, it made Breath of the Wild a worse game. Like... When I played Breath of the Wild, everyone was like, man, this is the coolest overworld I've ever seen. And I'm like, I don't know, like, it's cool, but I've been spoiled. It is definitely part water. Look at that. Scuttlebug is kind of throwing hands, though. I thought he did that in the past as well. Maybe he's bringing it back. Because I feel like they do things like periodically. I see stuff about that. But I did see that there was stuff coming up recently as well. Dude, this scuttlebug is crazy. Doesn't help that pretty much everything on my team is a physical attacker. Okay, wait, if I baby doll eyes him, it's gonna lower his attack, make lunge less strong. Oh my god, he has another thing on his team. This is scary. Oh, okay, I was thinking of Team C's. You were right. Okay. That makes sense. That explains why I was like, I think it was a different water-related team. That makes more sense. Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, so I'm gonna be able to take out this guy at least. Good job, Yoshi. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X, like, hands down, one of my favorite games of all time. I did not beat it for the longest time. I played like 200 hours on Wii U and never beat it. Played it on Switch, finally beat it. And it still took me like over 100 hours. But that was because I was doing all of the side quests because I wanted to. Headbutt. I should have used Baby Doll Eyes because he is faster than me. No. Alright. It's okay, Yoshi going down's fine. Still raining, which is not great for this little guy, but this little guy might be my best shot. Bruh. Never mind, not my best shot. This dude is throwing hits. I think it's literally just because it's raining on this route and he has a water type. That is insane. Okay, lunge probably won't kill. Nope, it will. Never mind. Cool, 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 cool. This guy is not going to be able to do anything, so I need to revive someone. Do I have no revives? I have no revives. Because I can't buy them anywhere. What do I do about that? I also don't have anything that, like, boosts a stat temporarily. Like, I can't even, like, boost my defense, so I just die. That's annoying. Alright. I mean, I guess let's hope we don't die here, but we do. Yeah. Dang, that fight is awful. Why is that the start of this area? Like, I know that levels do scale for a lot of trainers, depending on which area you pick first. But, like, that was insane. Like, level 24 is reasonable levels. It's just the idea that it's a raining root and you have a water type trainer as the first trainer on it, or a guy who has a half water type on his team. He's actually a bug trainer. It depends. It's tricky, I think. Personally, I think what matters more when it comes to like the art versus the artist thing, I think artist's intent matters a lot when it comes to the art piece itself and like what it means. However, I think that people are also valid in their own individual experiences of some work of art. So like if someone is experiencing the art and they see something that they personally find beautiful and meaningful, and that like impacts their lives greatly, I don't think it's fair to judge that. Like a big one that comes up for me in like recent time is obviously like J.K. Rowling. A lot of people really connected with the Harry Potter books, like really genuinely love them, and they mean so much to them, including people in the queer community. And then J.K. Rowling being so opposed to trans people is what sparked the huge divide. And I think some people view being cool with her work as inherently in opposition to like trans people and their right to exist. My personal view on it is that a lot of trans people connected with some of the characters in it, even if it wasn't the most fleshed out interpretation or whatever. Like there were a lot of people who connected a lot with like Tonks, for example, a character who the whole shtick being shape-shifting, not necessarily being any one person or animal at any time. And a lot of people who were genderqueer like found that beautiful and connected with that. And I don't think it's fair to say that they can't still do that, and that they can't still feel a connection to that character, they can't still feel a connection to that world. It always annoys me if there's an issue with an artist that comes up and then people immediately flip to, well, I mean, if you think about it, the thing they made never was good. It was always bad, actually. And it's like, it wasn't. It's not. Like, you can, now that you're upset with the artist, point to all of the contrivances and plot holes that you don't like. But if you liked it before, your opinion didn't shift because you came to understand the world and the storytelling better. It shifted because someone said you should not like that person. And that's it. And it's like, that's not necessarily the best way to like live your life and engage with media. It's not the healthiest, because, and this is something I personally think very strongly, everyone brings up, well, I shouldn't have to give my money to someone who will spend it on something I disagree with. But at the same time, they watch movies, they watch TV shows, they play video games, they do all these things. I'm like, unless you know a lot about the people making those games, those movies, those things, this is a whole group of people putting together this one project. And not all of them are going to agree with you. Some of them are going to spend the money they got from that on some things you would dislike. There's probably someone who worked on, some of my favorite games, like maybe some of the Xenoblade games that I love. There's probably someone on there who is awful. It's just like the worst person in the world, and I don't know. And the thing is, I can't, like, it's not better to operate under the assumption, well, if I haven't heard anything, nothing's happened. It's like, no. Because then you're just assuming everyone who worked on this, of this 1,000-person team or 500-person team, is a cool person. But statistically speaking, someone on it has to be an uncool person. And you are giving them money. You might not be giving them royalties, but you purchased a product they worked on that's on their resume that's getting them their next job. You know, you watch a movie, there's going to be an actor you dislike, whose opinions you don't enjoy. There's going to be some writer on a show that you've watched that you don't like. You don't have a coin case? Here on Main Street, everyone uses purple coins. Here, let me get you situated. Purple coins. Those are all anyone cares about around here, so spend them wisely. Interesting. Go heal. But yeah, like, I don't know, like, it's like, you can't value, that you can't let your opinion of a piece of media change fully just because you found out that someone who worked on it was kind of sus in some way. Now, if the piece of media was straight up spouting the stuff that it turned out they were spouting and you didn't notice because you thought maybe this was a joke, but it turns out, no, this was probably completely serious, that's a fair case. Like, if I was playing Xenoblade Chronicles X and there was someone who I thought was like a joke character who was super racist, because there are some racist characters in Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I was like, wow, I hate this person, and they're a bad person and I don't like them, and then I find out that, no, you're supposed to agree with them. They're actually right. And they have no growth at all. And in fact, they make your character more hateful. And I go, oh, maybe it's a joke. And it turns out that someone on the team, that was their own views. Like, then I'd be like, okay, that's... I can't separate that out. Like, there are some characters in Xenoblade Chronicles X who hate the, like, non-human characters, the xenoforms, as they call them. And you spend a lot of the game fighting with those people, like, because they're humans, but they hate the non-humans, but you like the non-humans. They're your friends. And there are some that you can have on your team that are like that, but my assumption is over their storyline that changes. I just didn't engage with their storylines because I didn't like those characters. But, you know, it's not like they are expected to be the takeaway. If they were, then, like, sure, that would be uncomfortable, but they're not. They're supposed to grow over the course of the game. Anyways, hey, what gives? I was about to catch something big. Cheap chomp. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please? Yes. Nice. But yeah, like, those sorts of things. I do not do much damage, but it's fine. Like, yeah, sure. That's not good. But I think that as long as something isn't trying to spread bad messages, even if it was made by a bad person in some way, but it spreads other good messages, like, it's not the end of the world to me. I also think that there's ways to enjoy those things without worrying about supporting the artist who was a problematic person in some way. Like, jumping back to the Harry Potter example, I have all the movies on DVD. Every time I watch those, we have technically given J.K. Rowling less money per view. So it's like, me watching them, she's not getting any more money from it. I'm enjoying a movie that I like to watch. And yeah, that's it. Like, it doesn't support her more. It doesn't change my opinion on her. I don't want to mark it. It's just like I like those movies. They're fun movies. It's a fun world. And yeah, maybe it's not the most fleshed out. Like, a lot of people have been more critical of it since, you know, everything with J.K. Rowling and her war on trans people started. You know, I think that it's still fine. Like, heck, the movies are worse than the books in a lot of ways, and I still enjoy the movies. So it's like, I can't blame someone who wants to still enjoy the books, wants to still enjoy the movies. I know multiple people who aren't anti-trans who still enjoy those things, who are still excited for the HBO series, who still want to play the games and stuff, and it's like, it's fine. It's like, yes, some of their money is going to J.K. Rowling or whatever, because she gets royalties. Sure. And yes, she's going to spend that money on bad things. But at the same time, it's like, how much is she getting per purchase of this game? You know, like, let's say it's like the recent, like, Hogwarts Legacy game or whatever. Like, per purchase, it's, you know, it's like, what, a $60-$70 game depending where you get it. After, so let's say Nintendo's cut. Let's look at the Switch too, because I know what Nintendo's cut. So it's a $70 game that is a key card. I think key cards are like $10. That might be $8. I'm just gonna go. Let's go for a low end. Let's say game key card. It's $5. I'm gonna take a look. Let's see. So we got $70. Nintendo's cut is 30%. Or no, 15%. Nintendo's cut is 15%. I think stores it's 30. Okay, so we got 70 times 3. So we got, what, $21.50 that is immediately removed from the equation. So let's take 70 minus 21.5 minus let's say $5 for the key card. So we've got $43 of that purchase that goes to Warner Brothers. There's a lot of people getting royalties on this. Let's say J.K. Rowling's is 5%. She's getting $2. Like, that's high royalties. The thing is, she got money because it sold millions, but I don't think that any one individual is really doing all that much. So it's like, I don't care if someone decides to buy the game, and if they buy it on sale, it's even less money to her. So who cares? I don't care that much. Like, it's like, okay, it happened. It's not great, but like, again, that's happening with anything you buy. Every game you ever buy, every movie you ever watch, every show you ever watch, every book. Yeah, exactly. It's like, if she got $2 from it, like, eh. And if you get it half off on a sale, because it's often on sale, what, she getting $1? Huh. Like, I could have dropped that dollar on the ground and she'd have picked it up and been like, ooh. Like, and she'd probably make more money off me from that. Or if one person, you know, buys it and you don't want to give her more money, you can borrow it from the person who bought it. Now now 2 people have played the game and she got $2 for it, maybe. Give it to another person to play for a little while. 3 people. You know, it's on Switch 2, it's virtual, or it's a game key card. If you have the virtual copy, you can give people nearby to you and your family, like, the ability to play it for 2 weeks. It's probably enough time to beat it. I don't know how long it is. It's a AAA game. Usually they're not that long. It's like, I don't know, like, you can get so much, like, you can spend so much time worrying about it, but at the end of the day, you're not doing all that much. I think she's making more money from more direct things that she does, like her other books, or I don't know, the fact that HBO has the rights to do the show right now through Warner Brothers and stuff like that. Like, I feel like that's going to get her far more royalties as well, because royalties on streaming are very different. You get a lot of your money up front, so she's probably getting a ton of money from Warner Brothers right at the start of production. It doesn't matter how many people watch it, and then she's going to get tiddlywinks of royalties after. And it's like, if you don't want to pay her for it, like, you can pirate it. I don't care. Like, it happens. Oh yeah, that's I always hate that. That's rough. Oh, it got hurt. But yeah, it's. I understand why people would feel that way, but at the same time, it's like, you're not doing much as an individual. Sure, millions of people do it, and she gets like $1 million from you, but she's a billionaire. She's probably got a lot of investments. It's probably where a lot of her money comes from now, is investments. It's like, she's still gonna be rich if I don't buy it, or if I do buy it. You know, I haven't bought it personally. I didn't want to, and I didn't. I played Hogwarts Legacy for a little bit at the Switch 2 experience, and I gotta say, it was there. Oh, are we getting the little ones that are black now? That are just at the bottom of the ground? Yes. What are they called? Munchers. That's right. Yeah, because I think Nippers are the ones that hop around, and then Munchers are the ones that stay in place. Jawlock traps both you and the target. I'm probably not fast, so it's like, okay, sure. Because I can do that with Leech Seed up and just, like, chomp away. What's this? Oh, the Main Street Rest House. Oh my, you look like you could use a rest. I insist. Honestly, yeah, accurate. This entire area was only developed recently, you know. It used to be, and still somewhat is, a marsh. Because of this, you can get some good fish in the nearby river. Although, you'd need this good rod in order to find them. So here you go, don't be shy. Alright, you got a good rod now. That rod will let you catch fish of greater rarity. So what are you waiting for? Go try it out. Thank you, Toad. Let me see. I have some stuff I should add to my thing. Put you on the list. Put you on the list. Oh my god, wait. I forgot I have access to my box anywhere. Oh my god. Completely forgot. Well, I'm gonna keep my Muncher on the team until I get this star. Oh wait, Koopa Troopa is level 23. Okay. So I do have to put someone from the party temporarily in here. And then I'm gonna level up because I have my infinite candy from being a content creator. Koopa Troopa is evolving. Honestly, I think it would be so funny if they did make a Sonic the Hedgehog thing where he looks like an actual hedgehog as like an April Fool's joke. So we got Koopa Paratroopa. Aerial Ace is a good move. I imagine this is a normal flying type. I haven't been using low sweep a lot, and I do have like the spinny one, so I'm good on that, I think. I got a dry bones. That's awesome. Okay, so wait, let me get my D for dry bones. Oh, there he is. Took me a while to find him. Okay, we got dry bones, and I need the Paratroopa, which is probably under P, but these are also with their actual name, so it could be Koopa Paratroopa, which is sometimes how it is referred to, but it's probably just Paratroopa. Yep. Okay, so we got Paratroopa. And we got dry bones. So we have Wonder Guard, as I kind of expected. Oh, I see. Like if you could make him more of one. Well, honestly, I think they tried with the original movie design, and then they had to get rid of it because people didn't like it. Okay, so this is just a worse Shedinja. No, because Shedinja was Bug Ghost, and this is Dark Ground. I'm surprised they went Dark and not part Ghost. Oh, interesting. He starts with the same moves. But I don't get stab on any of these, so actually it's more like this. Actually, let me check just to make sure. Check the title decks. You see, that's the thing, is the original movie design, I would argue, looks a lot like a hedgehog, and how his quills are laid out, how his face quills look. The new movie design is a more stylized take on that same concept, but I would argue that the movie Sonic is the most like a hedgehog Sonic has ever looked. Okay, where's my... Alright, here we are. Yep, so that's the full line. So we get attack and speed from evolving. Defense goes down, interestingly. Special attack, HP, and speed, or in special defense seem to... Well, special defense seems about the same, but we have the same attack stat on the dry bones, but lowered speed and otherwise the same stats. It just feels kind of bad. Huh. Alright, well, let's go back to my captures. I'm going to put dry bones in the evolved immediately, because I don't think I'm going to be using dry bones anytime soon. We're gonna add Photoboo back to the team. Oh, I do need to switch from using my Aviolite. Oh no. Item. I need to give you a different item. Actually, I guess I can't really give you an item, so I can just take this. Aviolite doesn't benefit you. Can maybe put the Aviolite on Yoshi, because Yoshi can evolve. Oh, interesting. Alpha Muncher's back spray is basically Muncher's front sprite. Oh, I didn't check. Is Muncher part dark now? I feel like this is going to be a grass dark. It is grass dark. Okay. Oh, and Paratroop is just flying. So actually, give me a second. I can't change it while I'm in battle. I guess that makes sense. I gotta look at my stats here as well. Okay, so we have a mixed attacker with good defense, low speed, decent HP. Interesting. They went Luxray logic with it. Whee! Stomping around in these puddles sure is fun. I think I would argue it is probably more so because its signature moves are like biting moves. Oh, you are a Happy Moon. Are you part psychic? This feels like something that's part psychic. Let's chomp him. Nope. Nope. Okay. Well, you're gonna use Cosmic Power again. So I'm gonna start... You know, we're trapped together. Let's Leech Seed you. And we'll go that way. But here, let me look up. No idea. I don't even remember them. Oh, you're Fairy type. That makes more sense. Ah. Yeah, let's just use a Super Shroom, see if I can do anything with that. Here, let me look up. Mr. Hedgehog. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, much more spiky. Like, just randomly so. Alright, pull my chat again. Boop. You Happy Moon, you will not slay me on this day. Alright, I'm gonna heal again. I'm hoping he'll either do something different or be paralyzed this turn. Cool. Rock Polish, you're already faster than me. Doesn't matter. Happy Moon might be a Fairy Rock. We'll find out when I use Vine Whip. Nice. Oh, I guess he wasn't faster than me after being paralyzed. Interesting. I love when people just mistranslate things and there's like an obvious answer to it like that. It's like someone used Google Translate to translate it. But like the old way. Alright. Isn't Nezumi, mouse? Tough Puff. Okay, yes, we are gonna swap now. Because that sounds like another fairy type. Yeah, because that's, I think that's, isn't that Principal Nezumi is the principal in My Hero Academia? Because he's like a little mouse dude. Oh, no. Oh, isn't he part electric, like an electric fairy type or some random thing? Sidebook. Aha! I probably could have just used Razor Shell. That would have done more damage. Ooh, wait, Razor Shell is more than Headbutt now, actually. I'm behind. I haven't watched... Well, am I behind now? I don't know. Why don't I catch up sporadically? Oh no, it's just full of mud. Yes, captures. Razor Shell, you are stronger than Headbutt now. But yeah, like we sporadically catch up. The last part we saw was the part where oh, why can't I ever remember his name? Handyman. I always call him Handyman. Because I always forget his name. But Mr. I touch things and they fall apart. When he was extra handyman because he had like all the fingers coming off him and junk. It was like that season, which I think is the most recent one. I don't know if the other one started now, because there's like one season left or something, and I genuinely don't remember if it has started yet. I don't think it has. Like, I usually find out when people start posting GIFs, and I could have sworn a new season had to have come out because people were posting GIFs, or GIFs, and then they weren't from a new thing. So I don't know. Maybe there's like a movie or something that came out that I didn't know about. Sorry. Good Rod. Who is in this water? Skeeter! Skeeter! I love Skeeter. This is such a hype day for me. Okay, he is frail. Oh, fishbone. We're not in the water, so I'm hoping this works. Oh, I don't think it did. Join me, Fishbone. I don't want to attack you because I know that if I attack you, you're gonna like just die away. Oh, I guess I could sort of Leech Seed and Stun Spore. I have both of those as options that won't be immediately lethal. Heal me! Okay, Sunspore set up. He's gonna just sit there and do nothing. I'm gonna heal. And I'm gonna catch him. That's the hope. Nope. Guess not. Why are fish bones so hard to catch? She's fighting me. Get caught! Finally! Jeez. Alright, fishbone was good. Oh, I need to read the evolved form dex entry. Fishbone, the undead capture. A fish skeleton, it hungers for the blood and flesh it once had, setting its sights on the first living thing in its view. Served best in a bisque. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with that. What is he? What? No. Don't do that. Alright, let me jump to the title decks. Did I ever do that with the Pee-wee Pro? I did not. Pee-wee Piranha, the Tantrum Capture. A giant plant that has just hatched from an egg-like cocoon. It reverts to an infant-like state during the process of mutating from plant to monster. Alright, we, A turtle with a single large spike on its shell. The spike's length indicates its status. It crawls on ceilings to ambush prey with a drop attack. Here we are. Paratroopa. The Loyal Capture. A flying turtle with angel-like wings. It is often enlisted as a common foot soldier. It follows a marching pattern determined by the color of its shell. And Drybone, the Undying Capture. An undead turtle skeleton. It seems brittle, but it can revive itself from a pile of bones. It is rumored to house a Koopa Troopa's wandering spirit. Oh, okay. I had a feeling that Taranton was going to be like Spangler evolved. Happy Moon and Angry Sun go together. That makes sense. Muncher, the Munchie Capture. A black chomping plant, fully grown, it takes root and remains stationary. Its body is unusually firm and offers great resistance to would-be tramplers. Oh, that's cute. They're the same size, but Muncher is heavier. I'm going to take a guess and say Toadie evolves into Magikoopa based on this. Oh, Skeeter probably evolves into Scuttlebug. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Okay, let's try to catch another. Skeeter. Nice, already. So I'm going to start by paralyzing her, and then I'm going to Leech Seed. I'm guessing very high speed and attack, but really low defenses and HP. I did not get much health off that, so I think my guess is correct. Nice. Easy to catch. Skeeter, the Water Skater Capture. A water-dwelling insect that is light enough to stand on the water's surface. Its aura is said to negatively affect the emotions of nearby trainers. Okay. Oh, you know what I'm realizing? I did not upgrade my Koopa Troopa on this. Oh, I didn't even get my Mantra in. Oh, man. I'm behind. behind on these. I get my Muncher Sprite because I didn't even grab that. M for Muncher. Here we are. That is so funny. It is literally like the back spray is basically just the front spray but larger. That's so goofy. Like they don't do anything. Like that is their pose at all times. All right. He's still so tiny. Okay. Oh, also... Oh, wrong one. I need to switch you around. There we go. Now that we're in the current level block. Okay, now we can actually continue. The princess accepted our petition to become commanders. Hope you're ready for our wild battle style. Ooh! Twister and Pokey. Okay, so there's a sandstorm now. Ow. Oh, that is super effective. Oh, that's a two-shot. That's a two-shot. Goodbye, Twister. Muncher is now 24. Ooh, bulldozing. Ooh. Unfortunate. Yellow Yoshi. I'm gonna take a guess and say you're a ground type Yoshi. Oh. Well. I was correct that it's a ground type Yoshi. Oh, did it? Weird, I apologize. Let's do it this way. Get rid of the pokey. Okay, so we know what yellow Yoshi looks like now. I don't think I want yellow Yoshi. Does not appeal to me. He is a little bit. Oh, Clubba. I've never seen a Clubba. I guess that's what Spike evolves into, though. Body press good against you? Ooh. Hopefully. Ooh, look at that. Are you skill link? No? Okay, what was the point even then? Like, what was even the point of that? That was... It did nothing. I get $0. It's all purple coins. Let's heal. Win purple coins. I was like, him purple coins? This here is the recently built Smile Square. It's supposed to be a symbol of friendship amongst the citizens of Main Street, but these two ruffians are bringing nothing but bad vibes. I don't know what to do. No way, us Koopas are better suited for the role. I mean, have you seen Lord Bowser? He's called the King of the Koopas for a reason. Power to people, I say, and by people I mean Goombas. Goombas are just as good as Koopas. Private Goomp, are you listening? Bowser is called the King of the Koopas. As such, only a Koopa is fit to be Lord Bowser's right-hand minion. But Corporal Paraplonk, that's just plain unfair. The majority of Lord Bowser's minions aren't even Koopas. I don't see what's wrong with a Goomba like me taking up a leadership position. I mean, didn't you see Captain Goomba? He did a great job leading us minions while we fought back against Fawful. Pah! Captain Goomba just got lucky. A minion in the right time and place. That could have just as easily been a Koopa. Oh, we're getting nowhere with this. Where's Sergeant Guy when we need him to be a tiebreaker? Hey, wait a minute, is that Mario? Alright, come on, we have to defeat him for Lord Bowser. Wait a moment, Paraplonk. This is exactly what we needed. Mario can be our unbiased third party. Really? I really think we should use this chance to defeat him, but I also really want to be proven right. Mario? What group of minions do you think is more fit to be Lord Bowser's right-hand minion? Koopas, of course, right? No way, Goombas for sure, right, Mario? What group of Bowser's minions do you think is most suited to be his right-hand minion? It's probably Koopas. Ha! See, I told you. Sorry, I told you so. Koopas reign supreme. I thought better of you, Mario. Looks like I'll have no choice but to fight to prove the worth of the Goombas. Whoa, Mario's choice got you a bit upset, eh, Private Goomp? Don't worry, Mario. I'm sure Private Goomp will be no issue for you. I know. The Waluigi crypto scam. It's amazing. Yeah, it's accurate, though. Got a Goomba stack. Ooh. Ooh. The one shot. So true. Mario has no choice. See, I based my answer on the Mario movie, where he did have that, like, the blue shell Koopa as kind of a right-hand guy. Trying to learn Crunch, eh? Kind of like Jawlock Leech Seed, though. No! That Oran Berry is gonna make it so I have to do multiple hits. Oh no. Okay, Muncher is going down to this. That's what I'm seeing. Because I don't think it can set up... Yeah. Oh. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think I can set up Leech Seed or anything. Oh, he's got Harvest. Oh, turd. I mean, I don't know, it depends on the jokes. As long as it's accurate to the scenario, it's like, kinda is. Alright, Chain Chomp. Don't really have any other options, so let's do this. I imagine that's Steel Dark. Wow, he big. Bonk? Ooh. The one that you sent in the Discord? I believe so. I at least started it. I did not have the opportunity to watch the full thing, but I immediately saw what you meant. I'm not huge on people peeking their mic as a joke. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's fine. Like, I get why some people would be entertained by it. I'm not, personally. Like, even, like, with, like, Attica, you know, I wasn't huge into his brand of content, because, like, a lot of it revolved around him having, like, this super huge reaction and, like, peeking his mic, and that was what was funny. It was, like, his reaction being so extreme. But that's personally never, like, appealed to me, but I see why people would find it funny, because it's, like, it's so over the top. Stroll and stew. You're part water. That was the last one on this team, right? Parapog, you're supposed to help me take down Mario. No way. How could I lose to you? For lack of a better phrase, I told you so. Koopas are Lord Bowser's most powerful minions. You'll pay for this, Parapog? Thanks for helping me prove the might of the Koopas, Mario. Here, I'll give you this as a way of showing just how grateful I am. What is that? Don't expect this sort of treatment from now on, though. Make sure not to tell Lord Bowser about what happened here. Next time we meet, it'll be as enemies. Thanks so much for taking care of those two ruffians. Now Smile Square can return to being a state of peace and a place of friendship. Here, you deserve a little something extra for your troubles. Ooh. Purple coins are invaluable here in Main Street. Make sure to use them wisely. It's like, what an odd quest. Okay, so what is this item I got? Is it like... Sturdy shot. Oh! So does that raise the defense of my Koopa Troopa? Like of my Paratroopa? Let me check. I'm going to check in the Discord real quick. I'm sure it says. It was the Sturdy Shell? Does it work on Paracoopas? Yes. Oh, someone's saying they'd run no item because acrobatics is BS in a playthrough. That makes sense. Interesting. Alright. So I do have boosted defense now. Alright, let me minimize this. Hey, they're interested in making it to Main Street without paying that outrageous sum to the guard? Well, I haven't got a deal for you. For just 100 purple coins, I'll let you surf across this water on a Koopa shell. No need for subsequent payments either. You can use it as much as you like. No, not interested, eh? That's alright. You'll change your mind once you see what that guard is charging you. I suppose we'll find out. You're almost at town, don't give up. So, that's a bug steal type, I think. Even though it's raining, and I do like half damage, I'm still doing more damage with Flame Charge. Okay, he can use Dig. I think I'll just use Bounce. Because then I can be up. And then he'll use Dig, and then I'll hit him. Well, unless you count Eggman. And like his like Eggman Shadow, but like the general enemies are not. Are some of the Eggman like robots like are those technically? I think some of the robots would count, but like yeah, no. Sonic for the most part is just fighting mindless robots and yeah, generic Doomsday monsters. That is very accurate. There's like a few specific enemy types that are like actually sentient beings. Meanwhile, you know, I think of like I don't know, I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade. There's a lot of like in X there were several different alien races. And this, none of them are aliens, they're all from the same land. But you fight there's the Turkins, which are bird people. There's like some lizard folk. There's Hodes, which are kind of like Jawas. There's like dragon-like lizard folk. Like there's bigger lizard folk. So there's at least 4 groups that I've found that are like, yeah, that is just another person. Like usually like a tribe of some sort that lives on this land, and I'm just like, murder them. I need the experience. Not Stan. Nice. I did want the paralysis up. I'm kind of hoping that paralysis saves me here. Oh, hi, Fen. Why did you jump that way? I gotcha. Here, you can push off me onto the chair. Look at that. It's such a weird way for him to jump up. Okay, they did take me out. That's what I was thinking was gonna happen. I was just hoping they'd be paralyzed that turn. Though, did I not hit? I must have missed, and then they took me out. Wow, that's extra sad. Tragic. Although me getting in your way probably isn't helping. That was a great battle here. You're gonna need these if you ever want to make it into town. All right. Okay, heal again. Oh, wait, there's a little toad down there that I missed. I missed a toad. I missed a toad. What are you doing? Check out this rare creature I fished up out of the sea. Or fished up out at sea. Whoa! Whoa, that is a sick sprite. Yeah, that is something that would be very hard to fit. Don't be a menace. Don't be a menace. That is a very hard sprite to do without heavy foreshortening, and you can see they did a lot. That is so sick. That is genuinely deeply impressive. I think the only other way you could have done it would have been to have the head be smaller and like the body kind of more visible, tapering down, similar to how like Gyarados is done, but this makes it feel so much larger and more imposing. The heavy foreshortening going on. That's awesome. Like that is sick. I wonder if the shiny is the like black color that is used for the mare. Well, I don't know if it is a mare, but like for the giant eel in Mario 64. Yeah. I could check, but I don't really want to check right now. Goodbye, Mare. I don't need Swift. My rare fish! Oh, is this gonna be the guy? It is Photo! Oh, I gotta go. Pulling out Blue Sky. Great, why don't you stand over there? Alright, let me pull up Blue Sky. Perfect. Now how about a Super Mario Super Jump for the camera? Your photo is uploading. Check it out later. Here it is. Oh. Yeah, pull up. There it is. That's me. Right now. It's such a cute thing to do. I should like the ones that I've seen thus far. That way I know if I scroll down really suddenly I can reach the last one that I saw. Alright. That is still such a fun little gimmick to do. I hope that if like Alfred makes more games in the future, like actual games that aren't like just fan games or ROM hacks and stuff like that, but like an actual game that like he can make money on and stuff, and like sell. I'm hoping that they continue to do these little things where it's like you can find like a character who takes photos and like find photos online of things. Though I don't know if that would work in all cases. Like if you make an actual game at that point, like might as well have the photo album in the game, because it's not like it's gonna look different. But I could also see him like commissioning an artist to render out like painted versions of these characters in these scenes, whereas in game it's like sprites or something. Whew, walking through all this rain sure is exhausting. Wiggler! Oh, I forgot to level up. I have a new team lead. Let's bring in Broder, because I feel like Wiggler is maybe bug. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was so much damage. Ow. What can I do against this thing? Alright, let's bring in Paratroopa. Think about this intelligently here. We have Aerial Ace, which is super effective. That was very strong. So I'm wondering if Wiggler is Grass Bug. Or Bug Grass, rather. Possible. Iron Cleft? Who's that? That guy? Oh, I know that guy. That's impressive. I don't know how you managed that, but honestly, I'm more impressed that you managed it. Alright. I need to fall back and heal again. Alright, and then I need to swap my team around. Okay, so right now it should be Broder leading. Hey, bub, you can't just waltz into Main Street like that. You gotta pay the toll if you want to go through. Now then, do you have the purple coins for it or not? It's gonna cost you 425 of them. Yeah, you're not paying? Then scram. Alright, I'll try this. I'll see what this does. I obtained the Koopa Shell, which lets me surf in general. Oh. Oh, how interesting. Oh, I love this water background. Like, there is a circle, but the circle is actually just the ripples in the water. That is so good. Genuinely phenomenal. It's gonna hurt a lot. Did not hurt as much as I thought it would, and now we're steam engined up and roll out. Which steam engine's not helping, but it's level 15. Fanto. Okay, that's hype. I mean, it is possible that he had access to some details of the game in advance, though maybe not. Because I think of when Sakurai developed, because the thing, Sonic was a late addition to Smash Bros. And so he had less time to be developed than other characters. So realistically, it would have been closer to Unleashed. He might have known. Because one that comes to mind that's like a similar kind of case is in Smash for 3DS and Wii U, they added Greninja. Pokemon X and Y were still in development when he started development on Smash. And so could not have had a chance to play a game with Greninja. Actually had very little idea about Greninja. He knew Greninja was Water Dark type, he knew Greninja was a starter, and he knew Greninja was given a signature move that was Water Shuriken. Like, he knew those three things. That was it. Oh, and Math Block. He knew about those four things. It had two signature moves, Water Dark, Ninja, Frog, starter Pokemon. The whole idea for it to have Water Kunai was an entirely Smash original concept, but a lot of the stuff that he did was informed by some of like the really early design documents from Pokemon X and Y. Get caught, Fanto. Rude. I could Leech Seed Fanto. I just worry that Fanto would die. I don't know what Fanto's catchphrase is. I might just do the Leech Seed. Yeah. That was a big part. Some people initially attributed Sonic's lack of color palettes to that, but that actually, I believe, was more just Sega saying Sonic has to look like Sonic. Because otherwise, Sakurai would have been like, oh, I want to have a Sonic color palette that looks like... I want to have a color palette that looks like Knuckles. I want one that looks like Tails, one that looks like Amy, one that looks like Shadow. Like, he would have been like, here are direct color palettes that are referencing those characters. So the fact that he doesn't have that in the game tells me he was told he couldn't. Considering how so many characters have color palettes that are like, oh, it's this character, oh, it's that character from their game. You're trying, Fanto. Chuck it. Nice. We caught a Fanto. It's strong. It's a strong move, but I kind of like the moves that I've got right now. I would hope, but I don't know. I'm curious because it's... they've got such a long ways away. Unless Sakurai is secretly developing it and Kirby Air Riders at once, which would be insane. But not too insane for Sakurai, honestly. It might be a while. So I'm hoping that would mean that would happen. The Persona 5 game. Fanto. A mask that is found guarding treasure. People seek out areas where it is found as riches are known to be lurking nearby. Dark Fairy. Interesting. I imagine Fanto... Yeah, it does not evolve. Speed, special attack. Interesting. Roller, when do you evolve? 38, okay. I imagine you don't. Yep, Muncher has no evolution. Good to know. Does Fishbone? Probably not. No. Okay. High attack, high speed. Low defenses. So Beanie into Parabeanie. Wiggler is on his own. Maybe evolves. Down there. These three definitely... Yeah, they don't... Hammer Bro just changes form. Does Cataquack evolve? Probably not. He does. Okay. He technically is. I don't know. I feel like it's unlikely, but Sakurai is unpredictable sometimes and goes like, yeah, I'd like that character in there. No one knows who he is. He'll learn. Wow, that was instant. Dutch Fuzzy, get caught. They could. Honestly, I think they're unlikely. As far as indie reps go, I think Sakurai is most likely to pick Shovel Knight. He did make Shovel Knight an assist trophy. Shovel Knight, an Undertale character, like someone tied to something Toby Fox has done, since they're friends. Or a Deltarune character. Honestly, I could see a Deltarune character being in the next Smash game. Like, just genuinely. Like, I don't know which one, like, probably... Is it Chris that's the main Deltarune character? I could see them getting in. I would love to see some indie representation, especially indie characters that are, like, more connected to Nintendo in some way. I think those would be really cool. Fuzzy, the swarming capture, a pest that only gets more annoying with more of it. Very erratic in nature, toads are advised to keep bug spray and a giant boot on them in the summer. Freddy Fazbear would be hilarious to see pop up in Smash completely randomly. What is back here? Why is there a maze through these trees? Hello, Phanto. You're a dark fairy type with high special attack. I know that. Ow. Oh no, we can end my rollout. Honestly, I want there to be like an indie game that really is just indie Smash so badly. And they almost, I mean, there is one in development kind of right now, but I don't think it's going to be as big because it's still very early and isn't on a lot of platforms. I think whatever they want to do, if they want to do indie Smash, it needs to, one, be available on as many systems as possible. Two, have characters from a broad range of indie games, not just indie fighters or indie platform fighters, which I know the current build of that game has a lot of platform fighter characters, but it's like, no, you need to make sure you're getting like your like staple indie characters in there. Oh, yeah, that just kind of took me down a round. Cool. I feel like Shantae's not gonna get more than the Mii skin that she's got. I could maybe see her getting an assist trophy. But I don't see her getting more than that. Goodbye, Skeeter. There's a cave. I mean, no, Sakurai does like Shantae. I mean, he let her into the game when he had no obligation to as an indie character. She has... I don't know if she's had trophies before, but she does have a whole like Mii skin that she's had since Smash for 3DS and Wii U. As far as I know, he's a huge Shantae fan. It's more so a case of relevance and continued legacy, and I don't think Shantae, like, there have been recent games that have been well received, but it's starting to have been a while. Like, she had, I think the most recent Shantae game was like around when Smash 3DS and Wii U was in development, so like her stuff getting in made sense at that time. But in Smash Ultimate, like, there hadn't, even by that time, been much. So it's like, unless we see something new from the series, I don't suspect we're going to see much. What is this cave? Hey, I don't recognize you. Are you here to steal the gems I found? That makes sense. Whoa! This is definitely going to be the evolution to, like, the coin coffer or something. Oh, goodbye. I guess we'll heal this turn or something, I don't know. Bonk. I have no idea where I am. Like, I've just been, like, taking down this extra path. I thought it was going to be, like, I go across the river and I'm straight in the city. But I was like, well, it's to the north, but, like, maybe it curves. Nah, I'm just here now. Okay, I thought you'd be part dark type or something. I'm guessing not. Oh, one thing I did want to mention offhandedly. I don't know why. Like, sometimes, like, you play a game and it, like, really gets you interested in doing something, you know? Like, playing Pokemon Sword and Shield really, like, amped up wanting to make stuff, the Fake One game I was working on with friends and stuff like that. playing Xenoblade has made me like go like, oh man, it would be so cool to make not necessarily like that in depth of like an RPG, but like something like that. I don't know. Or just like a game with a plot. It's like, man, I'd love to make a game with a plot. Knowing that I will probably never make this game with a plot. But Rototiller. No. That is a garbage move. I forgot it existed. Shy guy. And like I've spent a long time trying to think about what I would do with the game concept that I used for my senior project, like my senior thesis in college. Part of me kind of wants it to be that. Like if I make a game with a big plot, that's not like a monster taming game, that's probably the one. My biggest like kind of sticking point is what I want that game to be. Because you know, I think of rude. I think of like concepts for it, and I'm like, man, it would be so easy to make it like an RPG Maker game. Like I just make a game in RPG Maker and that's it. And it's an RPG and it's very uninspired in that way, and it has none of the mechanics that I'd thought of when I was working on it, and its initial state, which is more of a Zelda style game. Also, like when it was more Zelda style, it was based on 4 swords, and the idea that like you would have multiple people playing. Sorry, I mistook you for a bandit. Okay, I don't have strength or anything like that. Ooh. I can go and do this. Oh, there's a bandit. Muncher is so good at catching things. So I'm so confused why everything here is so low level. Bandit was caught. Yeah, I want them to update Sonic's moveset. It's kind of meh. And by meh, I mean bad. As Bandit the Thieving capture a shy guy who steals things. Its mask shows a permanent, sneaky grin. It is believed that half of all petty theft reports are caused by bandits. Okay, so there's this ladder. Okay, that sends me back up. I can get this item. But yeah, like, it's hard to say what I would want the game to be. But I've been thinking more about its world. And so that's something. I also am thinking I want to change the name, because the name sounds like a Mario Party minigame, which worked when it was basically a Mario Party minigame that was 3 minutes long. I also came up with 8 characters, and it's like, realistically, if I make a game, I don't intend for there to be 8 characters in it. So it's like, I don't know what I would do with the other 4, and like, do I save them for a sequel? Because I had 4 more. That's... Well, and the other thing is, do I just have them be bit rolls? like small, like, oh, this is a character that I intended to be a playable character, and they're just on the side, and then have them be in a sequel. I don't know. Because I thought, like, if I was to make it an RPG, my thought was that as you would go on, you would pull in those other ones. And, like, part of me still wonders, like, would I still do that? Like, would that still be fun? Would it also be multiplayer mandatory, because that was my original vision for it being a game where you had to be multiplayer. You had to have 4 people playing, which means you'd have to have like, netcode and shit like that. It's like, do I want that, or would I rather have it be a system that is not like that is more like just a Zelda game or something? I don't know. I do not know. Hello, Bandit. There's a lot of you. I am realizing I should switch Broder off the lead because he's not the lead anymore. Or 8 levels from evolving Broder, which is insane for an early area mon to be level 38 to fully evolve. Headbutt. This cave is so big. Oh, Fang! I want you in my box. There's a lot of new Pokemon on this route. They're captures. Why do you get rock polish? I mean, I guess you have a shell. Fang, the bat capture. A rotund bat. It favors damp caverns. It flies in elaborate patterns and leaves behind delicate, airy currents that resemble dotted lines. What's going on here? Oh, okay, so this is the normal cleft. Before he becomes the iron cleft. There we are. Alright, now we've got the iron cleft. I imagine rock steel. Yes, seemingly. Special defense does not seem that different. HP does not seem that different. Like, maybe slightly higher for both. But it's still a 3-co with a bubble. And there's spam and curse. I'm just gonna keep using Bubble. It's super effective. These guys keep using Curse. Yeah, HP might be higher, but I feel like Special Defense felt similar. But no, I wrote out like a story outline. It's not done. It's very early game. Literally. Like, so like I was like, okay, well, realistically most things, you got your 3-act structure. So I came up with that, some concepts that I'd come up with back in 2021 when I was like thinking of what would I do if I made this a game. Oh, PB Piranha's evolving. Is it PD? Is it PD? Oh, it's PD. Look at that. That makes sense. That was my guess, was that I would end up with PD Piranha on my team. Alright. PD. PD. Oh, your shiny is horrific, PD. Though I think you do look like that in game sometimes. Alright, while I'm here, where's Mare? I just want to see. Oh, Mare's shiny is blue. Huh. Yeah, fair enough. I was expecting him to be the, like, black eel, but maybe the black eel was, like, later made red in Mario 64. I can't remember. Like in the DS. Wing attack, because he can fly now. Yeah. Oh, he is grass flying now. Interesting. So wing attack would have had stab. Roller. You're already on my team, buddy. Ah, I forgot about Steam Engine. Whoops. It's fine. But no, I am pretty satisfied with how I structured the opening concept for the game, and I'm already setting up for like ideas that I had for like later game things. It's all in there. I have no idea if I'm ever gonna make this though. I often have a lot of game concepts that I don't do anything with. Oh wait, you're a wild bully. I can catch you. I can catch you. Oh, no, you're not. Because I don't have the option to just hit the thing. You're a not wild bully, never mind. Sniff it! Oh, what type are you? Part steel? It must be part steel. Boosting that defense. Magnet Bomb is such a cool move conceptually, and it's never been good because it's just a I can't miss move. And then Steel got another I can't miss move that was better. That said, Legend ZA has a chance to change that. Get out of here, Portobello. One nugget. Oh, hello. Who is this? Another Barolder. I actually do need to switch against you with this guy, but I'm just gonna leave because I am right next to this ladder and I want to see where it takes me. A star piece. That's where it takes me. Huh? How'd you get into Glittering Cave? No way, you brave 4-2. This ruins my entire plan to make some quick cash. What has Main Street become? This cave used to be free for anyone to enter, but ever since Waluigi showed up and bought all the land, I've been greedily trying to tunnel through it to the other side. All I want is to go back to the days where I could explore this cave freely. What are you doing here? I hear the reason Waluigi even bought this part of Main Street was because the cave had some serious money-making potential, although I don't think Waluigi even cares too much about the money in the first place. All he wants to do is expand his operations and become the ultimate gamer, whatever that means. This bush has been acting very strange ever since my friend from Sarasaland gifted it to me. Every time I trim it, it seems to grow back immediately. Could you give it a look for me? Pokey? Pokey? What are you doing in there? Okay. You're level 15. Just get caught. Don't make me pull out the party hat. Oh, that does it. You're getting party hat. Yeah. Party cap. I gotcha. Pokey, the sand cactus capture. A walking cactus. Its body segments are not vital organs. It sheds them every 2 years. It has a wobbly demeanor and uses a silly face to lure in young prey. I should have known that a Pokey was hiding in there. Well, anyways. Well, thanks anyway for taking care of it. Now my bush can be trimmed properly. Even Waluigi, with all his money, has had trouble developing the land past this point. Be careful if you're planning on heading out there. Let's heal up. Gotta get out of this kingdom soon. There's weirdos everywhere. I heard that 90% of gamblers strike big right before they quit. You know, there's a lot of bad people around Main Street. Keep yourself safe, Mario. I didn't know there was a worse influence than Bowser. Waluigi. Puddles like these are all that are left of what Main Street was before Waluigi set up his casino. This used to be a place of nature, but I suppose this is good for business. Main Street used to be a small little village out in the marshes. Then Waluigi came and built that abhorrent casino. Now all people can think about is gambling away their coins. Oh no, we don't have enough purple coins for everyone. Waluigi told us to go earn our keep at the casino rather than pay us up front. What kind of solution is that? Just telling us to gamble for the work we did? I hope Waluigi ends up paying us what we're owed for the work in the Glittering Cave. We need our purple coins. Main Street has really been booming lately, thanks to Waluigi bringing over purple coins. Although it is a bit weird having a different currency from the rest of the world. Oh, hello there. Are you looking for the casino? I'm sorry to say, but that's not in this building. You gotta head down to the far end of Main Street if you want to find it. Let's see. The poison status condition can be cured by holding a Pecha Berry. That ought to be useful if I want to get Waluigi's Power Star, though I'd have to make the trip to Toad Town's market if I want any. He is poison. That was my guess. I only recently moved to Main Street after I heard about the brand new casino. I'm gonna strike it out and get rich quick as soon as I take out a small loan from the guy on this floor. That is. What are you looking at, punk? You here to see the boss? Be on your best behavior, you hear me, pal? You'd better not get on the boss's bad side. Otherwise, we'll have to come after you. I mean it. No, what's that? You're here to get some purple coins? You're in luck, friend. I'm willing to loan you some. No need to fill out an application or anything, eh? So, what do you say? Trust me? No. Then you're wasting my time. You need some purple? Talk to the boss, then. Don't be disrespectful, you hear me? Bye. Don't tell anyone, but the building we're behind has an infamous loan shark. Lord Bowser borrowed some purple coins from him the other day, only to find himself riddled with debt. I would stay clear of him if I were you. Oh, to the store. I lost all my purple coins in the casino. Now I gotta live in the mart with my bro. I don't trust some of the products sold here. I keep seeing this weird ingredient called MSG. I think it stands for mushroom sodium glutamate. Not quite, but... Oh, that's fun. You do actually have to use the purple coins. Oh my god. And you get so much stuff from them. Well, I have like so much money, so that's fine. The new Main Street is great. Thanks to Waluigi's casino, I can finally afford everything I want. Sure, I may have gotten just a bit lucky. Found a nice man who loaned me a whopping 5,000 purple coins. Instead of gambling them away, I used the funds to rent out a nice flat where I can live out the rest of my days in peace. That sounds like you were not in a good spot because you owe him a ton of money. Don't bother me. I'm busy playing Super Mario Bros. 3 Gacha Edition. You use purple coins to get new lives. It's amazing. If only I had some viruses to test these pills out on, but the prices at the casino are much too steep for me. Oh, you can get the viruses at the casino. I live with maniacs. One of them is addicted to pills and the other gacha games. Our purple coins aren't going to last at this rate. What? You ever seen a magic Koopa besides Kamek before? We exist, I assure you. Not everyone is a die-hard fan of Lord Bowser, though. I should be talking to you. Alright, though I probably shouldn't be talking to you now that I think about it. I was supposed to be starting a minion support group here, but that doesn't seem like many of Lord Bowser's minions are even aware of us. So that's the casino. Goomba!
Hey there! What's a max nut? I'll get you a deal for a dozen. Here's your dozen max nuts, straight from the source.
I don't like that. Even Waluigi with all his money is this that guy. Okay. So I'm gonna heal. And I think this is about where I'm gonna end today. I don't want to do the casino today. Similar to how I split up Wario's across 2, I'm gonna split Waluigi's across 2 streams. Because I've already done a couple hours. I don't know how long it's going to take to do Waluigi's stuff before fighting him. It took a while to do Wario's. And I had like 2 full-length streams that way. So I think I'm going to call it here. Yeah. So that's about it. So thank you so much if you joined me live or after the fact. Either way is cool with me as long as you had some fun. That said, I'm gonna go do human things as humans do, and you probably should too. I should maybe be streaming this Wednesday, we'll see. Not 100% sure, but I should. And I should also be able to stream next Saturday. I have stuff coming up on the weekend, but it's not gonna be till Sunday. Yeah. Don't really have a lot to say. I've been mostly playing Xenoblade with my time. Done a lot of Xenoblade. I'm like 20 some hours deep, and that's a lot given that I've been playing it for about a week. That's what, like 3 hours a day for the past week. That's kind of a lot. I've been gaming. Like at least on average 3 hours a day for the past week. I'm loving it. Honestly, if you get a chance and you find it on sale, pick up Xenoblade Chronicles. I got it on sale. I got it for like it was like $15 to $20. It was very cheap. I think it was like 20. I think it was like 66% off. On the eShop, so it was very cheap. If you play it on Switch 2, you don't have to deal with any of the resolution dips for the most part, at least that I've seen. It still only plays at 720p at its maximum. I'd love for them to do an update to make that not the case, but it's still a very good game. It's obviously it's a remaster of a Wii game, so there are some aspects that of it visually that aren't as good. They did not make every character model like updated fully to the new style. Like they're mostly the Wii models. So there's some models that are kind of silly when you pair them next to the new ones. But no, it's awesome game. I've been loving it. I'm not sure if I'll like 2 as much. I've not bought 2 yet. It's in my list of ones to get, and I'm hoping it'll be on sale either sometime around like the holidays or sometime around next summer sale that they do. Also, I am in the, like, I do have the global jam for Dragon Drive downloaded. Its hours are a little weird. It ended so there was one today that ended at 10 a.m. for me, and I did not know that it ended then, so I got to it too late to participate in that one. There's one again later today that starts at like 8 p.m. or something like that my time, and then tomorrow's I think is like noon to 4 my time. So I'm gonna screw around in that. I already own the game, so it's not like it's gonna sell me on it. It's just I want to see what it's like in a more ready for release format. Yeah, that's all the updates I got. So, yep, I'm gonna skedaddle. I think I'll see y'all next stream. Goodbye. And also, if there's another Nintendo Direct thing, because for literally, like, I have done in the past month, like 30 days, not this month, like past 30 days, I have done the Pokemon Presents, the Partner Showcase, and the Indie World that I've had to add to my thing that shows like all the like my tier list for all the Nintendo Directs and presentations and stuff like that. So I swear, if they do a big Direct sometime this month, I'm gonna lose it. It's too many. It's too many, guys. No, I'm fine with them giving us too many, though. Even if the first 2 didn't appeal to me strongly, like, I'm fine with getting a ton of updates, because we're kind of at a point where we don't know much of what's going on. Though I'm sure we're gonna see more stuff come September for the Mario anniversary. But oh, welcome back. You caught me as I was on my way out. But yeah. Goodbye, I guess. I already said my outro, and I've just been kind of rambling. So I'm gonna skedaddle here. But I'll see you next stream.